Prepare yourself for an exhilarating winter adventure in the Wisconsin Northwoods. Join me as I discover the trails and communities that make Vilas County the snowmobile mecca of the world.
Hello and welcome to Discover Wisconsin.
Vilas County is home to one of the best snowmobile trail systems in the world, spanning over 500 miles and connecting 12 communities to the rest of Wisconsin and Upper Michigan. We'll hit the trails in St. Germain, the Sayner Star Lake Cloverland area, Land O'Lakes, and Eagle River. These communities cater to the snowmobile crowd with lodging, restaurants, service stations, rentals, and other amenities. We're starting our adventure in St. Germain, where I met up with Dylan Rose, co-host of Boondock Nation at Wolfpack Cafe. All right, let's hit the trails.
Let's do it.
Discover Wisconsin actually started in St. Germain right here, which is really interesting because you also started here. Can you just give us an overview of what Boondock Nation is?
Yeah, so we have a TV series all about backcountry snowmobiling that airs here in the Upper Midwest, shining a light of snowmobiling all across the country. It's definitely not trail riding, but it's super fun. We're getting into some of the deep pow and extreme mountain scene stuff. It's really fun.
So what is it like coming back to your home trails?
It's a pretty cool feeling. It's got a special place in my heart here to be able to go around the same corners and the same routes that I used to when I was 13 years old living in St. Germain. It's really unique in the sense that it's set up where you can get out into some of the most beautiful remote places in Vilas County and St. Germain, but also great access to town with the trail running right through. There's a lot of places to go check out here in St. Germain. Go by the Chamber of Commerce, see the big statue of the giant muskie in town. Getting out on the lakes, like riding across Little Saint or Big Saint, hitting up some of the resorts and the bars. I absolutely love the feeling of tearing up fresh snow and just squeezing the throttle and getting the feeling of being on a machine.
The Vilas County Trail System wouldn't exist without the support and efforts of local snowmobile clubs. To learn more, I met with Roger Klein, president of the Bo Bowens Club in St. Germain. The trails here are so beautiful, but tell me about the club. What exactly does the Bo Bowens Snowmobile Club do?
Our mission is to have well-groomed snowmobile trails that connect all the businesses and services in St. Germain. And also to make it fun, we have our two riding groups, the Apple Dumpling Gang and the women's riding groups, which I understand you're going to have lunch with later.
They sound like a fun group.
We have 1,251 memberships.
That's a lot of people.
Majority of the memberships are family memberships. We have approximately 100 miles of trails. We have a lot of club trails that connect the various lodging, restaurants, services, everything that snowmobilers need. And they're well-groomed, well-signed, and easy to navigate. Then we have trails that connect to the rest of Vilas County. There's 11 clubs, and they groom just over 500 miles. This club runs on volunteers. The people that give up their time to do all of these things for the town of St. Germain. Without that, we wouldn't have this trail. Our goal is to have the best trails to bring people here, and it's a major part of the winter economy.
So St. Germain is known for having exceptional trails. Why is that? What makes the trails so special?
Because we got exceptional groomer operators, and they do a perfect job. They're trained well, and they all just love to do it.
It takes months to get it ready.
Yes.
Wow, I mean, I think that a lot of people don't realize that.
You know, Mother Nature gives it to us. We got to maintain the trails to the best of our ability.
I'm so excited because I am here with 15 amazing women from St. Germain. It's the Boobies. Hello! I'm so happy to be here. Nice to see everybody.
The Boobies were a subgroup of the St. Germain Bo Bowens Snowmobile Club. This group started back in the 80s, and the name originates, at least what I've been told, that sure, we all make mistakes. So when the ladies would make a mistake, oh, I made a boo-boo. A lot of our folks love the Bo Bowen loops, spurs off those main corridors, and they're the most scenic trails. The Rainbow Flowage is just gorgeous because it's on the water. You hit it right, especially in the winter when the sun is setting at 4. You can really see some gorgeous scenery and wildlife.
Being from up here, you go into any one of the places and other snowmobilers that aren't in our group come in and everybody's so friendly. They take off their helmets and you find out where they're from, start talking to them, and you just make a lot of friends.
All right, I have to head out, but should we do one last cheers to the boobies? Yeah. All right, 1, 2, 3, boobies! Cheers! Winter adventures would not be the same without the snowmobile. But did you know that Sayner, Wisconsin is the birthplace of the modern snowmobile? You can find one of the original motor toboggans here at Elison Hardware. There's so much history here, and it all kind of starts with your grandfather, Carl, right?
That is correct. Carl Elison is known for inventing the first single-track snowmobile. He built that here in Sayner, Wisconsin in 1924. He had a foot deformity. He needed something that he could take through the woods to go hunting and trapping, ended up patenting it in 1927. That was the first U.S. patent for a single-track snowmobile in the United States. Many designs came off of that. They say it went about 20 miles an hour over the snow, which was unique at that time. Nobody else's machine could do that. It was small enough to go down snowshoe and ski trails, so he could go anywhere in the woods while everybody else had to use a road.
So curious what people were thinking when he was creating this.
They thought he was crazy. They never saw anything like that. I think it was way before its time. It became very popular with his friends, and it grew a little bit at a time. Between 1924 and 1939, he built somewhere between 40 and 150. He had no idea it was going to be a multi-billion-dollar worldwide industry.
How does the machine actually work?
Well, the machine is built on a toboggan, very much the same if you look at one of our machines we're using today. Single track on it, it's got a front engine on it. The first machine actually used bicycle sprockets and a track made out of conveyor belts. The United States came into World War II. That's when Grandpa started building machines for the war effort. He ended up collaborating with Four Wheel Drive Corporation out of Clintonville, Wisconsin. And they were producing commercially too. There were no trails here until he invented the first snowmobile. The trail here in town, which was dedicated to him, and the bridge, is actually a trail that he tested his machines on. It's really an honor for us to have that dedication. Our trails now are absolutely gorgeous, they're beautiful, they're groomed. It's come so far.
The Sayner Barnstormers Club maintains about 80 miles of trails that wind through the Northern Highland American Legion State Forest. And I'm here now with Anita Horens, and you're a barnstormer, right?
I am a barnstormer, yes.
Tell me what makes these trails unique.
The Sayner Barnstormers trails are actually the hub of Vilas County because we are connected with everybody. We're in the Northern Highland American Legion Forest. You got the hemlock plantations to go through, the creeks and the lakes, Plum Lake over there, or Star Lake coming up on you. They're just unbelievable, peaceful and quiet, and you see the wildlife. We can actually say we have tracks on snow for 100 years.
Wow.
Where else can you say that?
What's your favorite part about being a barnstormer and being involved in the snowmobiling community?
The people. The people you meet that are members, the people that you meet that own the businesses, and just the people in general that live up here. And they know after last year with no snow, what an important economic impact snowmobiling has on the area.
Yeah, it means a lot to the community and the culture up here.
Yes, it does.
The Sayner trails are some of the oldest trails in the world. What sets these trails apart from others in the area is they're so quiet. It's a great opportunity to leave the hustle and bustle behind and come out and enjoy the peace and tranquility of nature. Snowmobiling isn't the only winter sport found in the Northwoods. Silent sports are another popular way to get out and appreciate the quiet beauty of these forests. In the Sayner Star Lake Cloverland area, you'll find trails for fat tire biking, snowshoeing, and skiing. And the local retailers and restaurants are happy to support all your activities and keep you fed and fueled. Our next stop is Land O'Lakes, a small town filled with big adventures, and I've got the perfect guide to show me around, Jack Sarama.
We're geared up, ready to go. Jack, where are we headed?
We're heading to Bent's Camp, west here on the Frosty Club Trails in Land O'Lakes. You ready?
Let's go.
Hungry?
Yeah, I'm starving.
All right, let's grab some lunch.
Let's do it. Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about how your love of snowmobiling started.
It started from a young age. I mean, my folks put me on a little kitty cat when I was like 3 years old. And once I was 12 and could get my snowmobile safety, I started riding the trails like every day after school.
You know, you do a lot of snowmobiling all over with Boondock Nation. What is that like being on the home trails?
The big mountain experience, that's really what I live for. But they don't have the trail systems like we do here. You get on a nice trail sled that's all set up and dialed in and you go ride these green trails. It's a cool experience and you can cover a lot of ground. Everything kind of funnels right through here and the community totally embraces the snowmobilers and the snowmobiling community. I think it really is the gateway to the UP. We've got the Sylvania Wilderness just to the north of us and there's a trail system that runs all the way around that. You can't ride in the wilderness, but you can do the loop and end up coming down the chain right here to Bent's Camp and then back onto the Land O'Lakes trails. I think it's really the community all jumping on board and helping out the snowmobiling that makes this place so special.
When you're on the trails up here, what are some things to keep in mind when it comes to safety?
I think you gotta stay on the trail. You know, most of these trails run through private land and it's a privilege to ride them, not a right. These landowners are opening up their land to allow the snowmobile trails to go through, which helps all the businesses around here and makes it happen, makes these trails happen.
Yeah, and then let's talk about Bent's Camp. What makes this place so special?
This place just has so much history and it's cool to walk in here and kind of take a step back in time. It's over 125 years old. It's great food, awesome bar overlooking the lake, and tons of great events that happen here, including Radar Run in the winter. Radar Run is like the coolest thing that happens in Land O'Lakes in the winter. There's thousands of people that come out here to Mamie Lake and set up on the ice to watch. There's some really fast sleds that come out. I mean, some of the fastest sleds on snow. Anybody can do it. It's all a fundraiser for the Frosty Snowmobile Club, so the money you pay for your runs goes to the club. Or we've got kids running too that are having a blast. There's everything in between. There's classes for all, so anybody can come out and have a good time.
I'm excited to see what happens next for us Boondock boys. I'm officially in the club, right?
Yeah, a couple more rides, I think you'll be on the team.
All right, you heard it here.
After a long day on the trails, there's no better place to park it than downtown Land O'Lakes. There are a handful of places you can ride right up to for a refreshing drink or warm meal. I landed at the Twilight Supper Club and Big Z's Lounge to chat with Frosty Club trail boss Rob Spiato.
I've been out on the trails all day, so it's nice to be somewhere cozy.
Absolutely.
What are some of the attractions in Land O'Lakes?
We've got a lot of great establishments. I mean, you can make your way east towards town, hit Black Oak Bar and Grill, reasonably walkable. So you can go from the grocery store to a couple of pubs in town, stores to shop, public parking for trucks and trailers.
We've got a bit of everything.
We do. It's a nice little spot.
What's your favorite part about being up here and being involved in this community?
Everybody that lives here, it's just a great spot to be. A lot of locals are avid snowmobilers, very active in our club. What they do is just mind-blowing on how much work goes into these trails.
Can you talk to us about how important it is for Land O'Lakes to have these clubs and kind of keep businesses open?
Without the trails, our towns just wouldn't flourish in the winter like they do. There's a lot of times where central Wisconsin or anywhere else in the country doesn't have snow, and we do. Support your local clubs.
And it seems like a winter wonderland.
It's definitely a beautiful place. We're all the way at the top of Wisconsin, so we get just a little bit more snow than everyone else. Shoot from Lando right into the UP and go riding.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the Frosty Club. Last but certainly not least, we are in Eagle River, which is the snowmobiling capital of the world.
Here, you can explore trails right on the world's largest chain of inland lakes. These gorgeous trails take you from lake to forest to downtown with convenient access to snowmobile rentals and services. There are a variety of cafes and restaurants with wonderful resorts and lodging options that will make you feel right at home. It's an active community with lots to see and do. And you've got to check out the Ice Castle, a tradition that has been celebrated for over 90 years. All of this makes Eagle River the destination for all snowmobile enthusiasts, from families to serious competitors. Eagle River is also home to the World Championship Snowmobile Derby. And right next door, you'll find the World Snowmobile Headquarters, which houses the International Snowmobile Hall of Fame.
Eagle River is where we crown the world champions. It's basically the Super Bowl of snowmobile racing. Here at the museum, we are 200 yards behind turn 4 of the racetrack, so you can see it from our parking lot. You can see all the great history here. The trail machines, the race history, everything from antiques, a video room, memorabilia, excellent photography. It just goes on and on. The most exciting ones for some people are the 70 snowmobiles. We need to recognize the people from the past who created the machines and the history and made the changes through the years, the inventors, the people in the industry, publishers and journalists, volunteers, club organizers, the adventure groups. It's more than just people across the snow belt of the United States. It's international.
The World Snowmobile Headquarters honors the history of snowmobiling, and this legacy continues to be passed through generations of families and friends who ride the trails every winter. I'm meeting up with Rusty Wolf, longtime member of the Snow Eagle Snowmobile Club.
I hear we're going riding.
We are.
Do you have a good group that we're going with?
A small group, but they're all good riders.
I love it. All right,
Great.
let's do it.
Snowmobiling is a big part of your family history.
It really, really is. My grandfather made a snowmobile in 1960, homemade. I went places with my grandfather that my brothers and sisters didn't.
Wait, why were you the lucky one?
I was the oldest.
So it's this big family tradition, and now your kids and grandkids are kind of keeping this tradition alive.
All the grandchildren ride snowmobiles, even the ones from Texas. They come up every winter for snowmobiling and to visit Grandpa. That's how snowmobiles started. It was a family thing. It wasn't racing, it was family. So that's really important. Our club, our little snowmobile club, is almost 90 miles of trails.
The Snow Eagles.
Snow Eagles, yes.
How do you think the Snow Eagles have changed the culture of snowmobiling in Eagle River?
That it's not just racing. We have members in 13 states, and they come up, take the families out and ride. It's just fantastic. Snowmobiles really opened up a whole new world to so many people. After the invention of the snowmobile, Eagle River does not shut down in the wintertime, it actually flourishes. The economic impact is just as big in the winter as it is in the summer. All these bars and resorts are right on the trail, and it's just fantastic. Places like Buckshot's, they built their restrooms for snowmobiles. They have helmet racks so we can hang up our helmets. Dan here and his whole family really support the snowmobile industry.
Whether you're looking for an exciting adventure or a quiet getaway, Eagle River is the destination for the snowmobiler who loves all things winter. So much to see, so much to do.
That's the place to be.
It is. It's the snowmobile capital of the world.
Vilas County isn't just a premier snowmobiling destination. It's a place where history, culture, and adventure come together on over 500 miles of pristine trails. So bundle up, start your engine, and discover the ride of a lifetime in Vilas County.